Okay, so hello everyone. Let's start from the introduction. So my name is Julia. Shaleva. I am a Salesforce developer and architect at Avanga. And I have more than 8 years of experience with Salesforce. So basically here in Lviv, I was one of the first women who started working with Salesforce. And during my career path, I've been working as a Salesforce administrator, as a Salesforce developer, team lead, and now during the past year, I am working as a Salesforce solution architect. Also, I've been participating and was a team lead during several Salesforce school. So that was internal Salesforce school for Avanga, and also with some cooperation with Lviv universities. And I'm really proud of that because right now I can see a lot of my students. So hello. And also this meetup is organized by Women in Tech Salesforce community, and I'm really happy that when I just started working with Salesforce, there was just a few Salesforce developers, administrators, basically girls who worked with Salesforce here in Ukraine, in Lviv. And right now, I can see that here are a lot of women, and I'm really happy with that. So let's get started from our topic. Today I'm gonna to share with you my knowledge related to omni-channel solution. I know that this is not the newest tool in Salesforce, but here's a few reasons why did I decided to talk to you about omni-channel. First of all, I really would like to share my experience from the real project. Yeah, and last month we at my project we delivered the solution related to omni-channel implementation and skill-based routing. And like project that I'm working on right now, it's use Service Cloud a lot, but this was the really first omni-channel skill-based solution. Also, when I had some questions, developer questions during implementation, I asked in a Slack, in Avanga internal community, internal Slack group, and from the almost 100 developers, only one developer gave me answers. And I was a bit shocked, like, why? It's really a powerful tool, but in the same time, not a lot of people use it, not a lot of developers implemented it in real projects. And that was the reason why I decided to share my knowledge regarding omni-channels. So I have a question to you. Please raise your hand if you learn something about omni-channel on a trailhead or any documentation. Full house, almost full house. Okay, and then raise your hand if you implemented omni-channel on the real project. Okay. So in this case, I think, and I hope it will be useful for you. This information will be useful, and you will be able to implement the solution on your real project. So let's imagine one business scenario. We have the real estate company. So what is real estate company? That's a company that have business related to real estate, yes? Selling, buying, renting properties. The real estate company has support team. We have two roles here. We have Yeva, who is a client service manager, and she is basically the supervisor for all agents. She helps to improve client services. She manages her agents, and we have Andy, who's basically the end communication user for the clients. Yes, he provides some answers, any support to the clients. And of course, we have clients because for the any type of business, one of the important role is a client here. In our case, for the real estate company, the client is a property owner for this scenario. Before implementing any solution, we need to understand what business value this solution will give you, what business problems it can solve or challenges. And in this scenario, we have a client service support team. We have clients or customers, and customers right now can create a lot of different requests for the client support team. And those requests, they can be created from different channels. So that can be emails, that can be phone or chatter, and this also can be the community. So right now, our customer, they have community access to the community, and basically they can create cases by themselves. So that's really cool. We have a lot of channels, but in the same time, when we implemented this multi-channel solution for the customers, we faced with a lot of different questions and problems. Yeah. So, for example, all requests that our clients create in Salesforce, they are stored in multiple different Salesforce objects. That can be, of course, cases. It can be cases, and also it can be some specific custom objects based on specific business needs. That's why our support team, our agent, Andy, he do not have the one holistic picture about what customer request is, and also our customer supervisor, Yeva, she do not know what basically her agents working right now. What is their performance? She's not able to check the agent's performance. In the same time, we have different channels. Yeah, the client create requests, and our team is not able to route the work items to the correct agents, and they are not able to route the work in the correct order. So we have, for example, some hot cases that they should be fixed and closed as the highest priority. And after knowing and understanding the business issues, the business problem, we can start building a solution. And this is really important. Before starting implement any solution, please create a solution design. Understand what you need to implement and how you need to implement. For this reason, you need to speak with the stakeholders and give them correct questions to get the correct answers. When we talk about omnichannel, because yes, we know that omnichannel can solve all of that issues. And when working with omnichannel, you can group your questions by some specific blocks. For example, first of all, you need to define the Salesforce objects that have to be routed via omnichannel to your agents. In our scenarios, it will be, of course, case, and it also will be some custom objects. Let's call it client fulfillment, like some action that's needed for correct client fulfillment and correct product support. Also, the next step will be to choose the routing model and the priority. So you need to know what work items should be, agents should work in what priority. You need to choose the routing type. When we talk about omnichannel, we have two main routing types. It's a skill-based routing and it's a queue-based routing. So the queue-based routing, that's basically, so we create a queue, we put some agents to that queue, then we, for example, create a case, assign case to that queue, and omnichannel automatically assign that case to the agent from a queue based on agent availability. I will show it a bit later during the demo. But also here is one more complicated routing model, and it's called skill-based routing. So basically, Basically, both of those types, they can work on parallel. And skill-based is more powerful because it allows us to specify what skills are required for a specific work item and assign the work to the specific agent who has that skill. The next one will be to choose the capacity model. The omni-channel is really cool because it allows us to specify, to assign work only to available agents, not like put it to any agent and then wait when he will be online and will solve the questions, the customer question. Agent should log in, should select the available status in omni-channel, and then when omni-channel has a specific capacity, so his workload is okay to proceed with work, and then the work is assigned. And when we talk about capacity model in omni-channel, we should specify like what size of work item is taken from the general agent capacity. I think more understandable it will be also during the demo. The next one will be to plan agents' workload and assignment rules. So first of all, omni-channel allows us to specify the maximum workload for every single user in Salesforce, for every single agent in Salesforce. For example, one agent can be able to work with a bigger amount of work items, and other agent who is just a trainee or his year is he didn't have such experience to work with a lot of work items, he can have less capacity to work. And also we can specify the assignment rules. For example, for some work items, we can choose, do we need to provide agents possibility to accept the work items, or should we automatically assign that work items? And the last one, but not the least one, is a configure Omni supervisor app. So basically that's for our Yeva supervisor service manager. We can provide a really holistic picture with the diagrams, with a lot of information about what is the agent performance, what is the how many like work items are waiting in the queue, and how many work items right now are in progress. Okay, let's go to the next one. And right now, let's have a demo. Yeah. Okay, let's start from the demo. How can we customize the omni-channel? And then let's take a look how does it look like. It looks for the end user, for the agent, and for the supervisor. So for the customization, we need to go to the setup. All information is under the service omni-channel block. Let's go to the omni-channel settings. It's the first step here. Oh, let's give me a minute. So first of all, right now, Salesforce is working, not right now, but always Salesforce is working to improve omni-channel solution. And in winter 24, Salesforce launched enhanced omni-channel routing. I will show you how does it look like, what improvements are. But right now, just remember that you need to turn on that setting. The next settings are some general ones, like enable omni-channels. Then we can enable skill-based and direct to agent routing. That's needed only when you use skill-based routing. We can also enable secondary routing priority. So we have two routing priority, like we can specify first of all, on a level of work items, on a level of objects, what objects should be routed to the agent at the first time. And the second routing priority, that's like when you specify what specific records from work items should be assigned to the agent in what priority. The next one is a status-based capacity model. I will show you a bit later how does it work. And the last one is like display login confirmation. So when you as an Omni agent log into the Omni console, then should you like approve your login access all the time, or should you be logged automatically? After the basic configuration, you need to create the routing configuration. You can have only, you should specify the routing configuration. Some general information, I don't think we should spend time for it. From the important thing, that's a routing settings block. So first of all, you specify the routing priority. So in my case, this is 1. So it means this is the most important work will be routed via this routing setting. Also, we specified the routing model. That means like how should we route the work to the agent? Should the most available agent get the work, or least active, or for example, some external routing? And also we specify if we will use a skill-based routing or not. One important thing here, when you work with Omni channel, please be sure that all agents and all supervisor has a Service Cloud license enabled on a user, because this information is not in documentation, but I felt with the issue when it didn't work for the user who do not have a service license. The next one is about the skills. So currently, do not select in the routing configuration, do not choose any skills to the selected skill, because it will automatically assign that skills to any work item that will go to via this routing model. Also, we specified the capacity, unit capacity. For example, in this case, I specify 2 points. That means that every single record that will be routed via this routing model will take 2 points from the general user capacities. The last one is the enhanced routing and omnichannel feature that just released this winter, will be released. And it allows us basically to put some work on hold. And it's designed by Salesforce for those cases when some work should be, like agents should work during the long period of time on some work, and some work should be put on hold or on pause. And we can specify, like, if we have some work on pause, then it shouldn't take any capacity from the general agent capacity, or it should, for example, just take not a lot from the general capacity. After that, we create a queue. We put the agents to a queue. We specify the routing configuration just created in that queue. We create a service channel. From that service channel, we specify the Salesforce object. We can have only one service channel per object in organization. We can specify should the work item from this channel be accepted automatically or not. We can specify the secondary routing priority, and for the case, I decided to put a priority field here. We can specify the capacity model. We have 2 options. We have tab-based and status-based. What does it mean? When the agent starts work on any work item, the work item is in progress when, for example, for tab-based, when a tab is not closed in a console, or when a status is in a value in progress or value in post. As soon as agent put the case in my situation to closed, that work item will be removed from Omni channel and will be marked as done. So the agent will be able to work on next cases. We should also specify some specific user-based configuration. This is as present statuses. So we created, for example, available to work with all work items, available to work only with case, or available to work with our custom object client fulfillment. Also, in any present statuses, you select the channel from what work items can be assigned to the user, to the agent. And then what is also important, you should go to the user profile and enable those statuses from the enable service present statuses block from here. After that, you need to configure present configuration. And this is like the maximum work capacity that can be assigned for the agent. In my situation, this is a 10. I specify for this configuration that agent can accept work items or decline, and even though they can specify the decline reason. And also, we specify what user are mapped to that presence configuration. The last one is a skills mapping. So as I mentioned, we can use a skill-based routing, and for that, we need to create, first of all, skill. In this example, we will have two skills, customer community and product specialist. We should map that skill in a skill mapping set to our object. For example, we create a new skill mapping set. We decided to map the skill based on case type. And we specify that when a case with a type issuer with specific product is created, the agent required to have a product special skill. When a type is community access, the agent should have community skill. And also we can specify the skill level, the minimum skill level for the specific skill. Or put it just as a 0. Yeah, the next one, we should create a service resource. I think some of you could use this object during Lightning Field Service implementation. So here we also use it. We create a record, specify a user, and assign the specific skills. So for example, for the Andy, we specify that Andy has a product special skills. We can specify a skill level, for example, here 10. Just save it. And the last one, but not the least one, is a configuration for supervisor, for that user that will monitor and track agent work. It can be done via supervisor configuration. So we create a configuration. We assign that configuration to specific users. In our case, it's Shaleva. She's our supervisor. She's a manager. And we select what agents are available for her to monitor, what skills should be visible for her in a supervisor app. We can also specify some standard actions that should be available in a supervisor app, or even create some custom actions and also assign them here. And now let's check how basically it looks for the end user. I am logged in as a supervisor. I'm opening the Omni Supervisor tab. And from this tab, I can see a lot of different dashboards. And this like dashboards tab, it's basically also a new enhanced from Salesforce, launched from the latest release. So here's a lot of different information. We can also see all agents that our manager can supervise. We have 2 of them. We can see their status, if they are online or offline, also their workload, also can see the skills and queues that are assigned to our agents. And even more, like here, we can add some custom actions or use standard omnichannel actions like a change skills. Yeah, for example, we can change the skill level for the ending. We can also check the queue backlog. So like, what is the amount of work that are waiting for agents to be routed? And it's grouped by queue. And we can also see the how long the work item is waiting in the queue. We can also check the assigned work that are in progress right now. And we can see the skills backlog. So for example, we can see that we have one case that require product specialist skill or customer community skills. Let's log in as the agent. So right now I am logging as Andy. He is our agent. From the Service Console app, let's open Omnichannel and select the available status. So for example, I would like to work on a client fulfillment of a custom object first. Agent sees that sound. Yeah. And 2 fulfillment actions are assigned to the agent. We can open it from a tab. And here is a tab capacity model. So right now, they are in progress. But when we close the tab, it will be removed. So it means that the agent already did the work for that work item. Let's now select available all status. And here some cases are also assigned to the agent. But in this scenario, we allow agent to select, to accept the work or do not, or decline it. There's any decline reason, yeah? So right now, our agent is working on 2 different objects. For the case object, we have status-based capacity model. We have status-based capacity model. It means when we close the tab, it will be still in progress. We can also put the work on hold, for example, when we're waiting for a client response. And Omnichannel will automatically mark that work item as a post. And only after, but let me also show you for the supervisor, how does it look like? And let's refresh the Omni Supervisor app. Yeah, so you see right now, Andy is available. We can see the work items that are assigned to the Andy. So we can see that we have 1 case, we have 1 custom object. We can also see the agent timeline. So get more time, yeah. Thank you. Submit. Yeah. I thought it's a bug. So we can see like during what period of time the agent was available, what work that he did, how many cases or custom objects was closed or even like declined. Yeah. And let's go back to our Andy. Let's put closed status to our case. And you see that it's removed from the Omni channel. Yeah, basically that will be all from the demo. Stop sharing. Yeah, we can get back to our presentation. The last slide. when we are waiting, any questions are welcome. Yeah. Could you please give the microphone? Yeah.
Thank you for nice presentation. And two questions. First, where a supervisor can see a decline reason easily.
Mm-hmm.
And the second question is, users are usually not really categorizing cases very correctly, I would say. So if a case was miscategorized and after accepted, what should be done from the support agent? Is it enough to change the type and close the case and it will return into the queue, or something else?
Yes, so answer for the first question. What was the first question?
How for a supervisor to easily find?
Yeah, Salesforce report. I also when we implemented it, I looked for that answer, and the best one is a Salesforce report. So basically, you can create a report on the agent work object and then specify your needed fields. So agent work is that object that track all agent work, basically. Yeah.
Then. Some question to this. When was the timeline? Is it possible to include the pop-up or any additional field, for example, description why it was?
I think no, at least not. I never did it, and I didn't saw any solution how to customize that view. And the second question.
For the if miscategorized case.
Yeah. So basically, how does the omnichannel work? It assigns it convert any object to work item and then assign that work item to the agent. But omnichannel pick up any object only when that record is assigned to specific predefined queue. So answer for your question, I think there are a lot of different maybe custom solutions, but I would say that first of all, agent can reassign manually the work item, or we can have some kind of automation, like when agent specify the correct type, the queue, the owner will be automatically changed to other queue, and the omnichannel will pick up that work item from the beginning. Thank you. That was a nice question, and yeah, I like this one. Thank you. Any other questions? Yeah.
My question is about workload. If I correctly understand, we have some workload agent, but this counts simultaneously, yes? So what about case if I close cases a lot, but other agent close these cases slow? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Can we track this workload? So just for example, we have the next case and I'm available and other agent also available, but I close these cases fast. This other agent slow, so who gets the next case?
Yeah, so first of all, we can specify it from a specific setting. So if both of those agents are available, they are not fully workloaded, yes, but one work one by one and one only sit and wait, yeah, and do not really do his job great. We can specify what agents get the work based on most available option and least active. So yes, if you choose least active, then I assume that agent who just waiting will get the work. And the other question, basically, that performance tracking, it's for the supervisor. Supervisor should manage the agent workload and see what amount of work items are closed for every agent, and ask that agent why he didn't close his work items.
Okay, but it's more about automatically assigned cases. So I close more, so the next case automatically assigned to me.
If
So-
you are available and
Yes.
that agent are not available, yes, you will get the work.
Yes, but if both of us are available,
That's there is configuration that select like who is the most
So-
active and who is the less active.
okay, I understand. So it's
Uh-huh.
impossible.
That's possible.
No.
That's possible because you
Last active is about last activity of this agent, yes?
no least active. Yeah.
Okay. So thank you.
Thank you. Yeah. Yeah. 1 second. This present will be for you. Thank you. Any other questions?
Yeah, we have.
Thank you, Yulia, for such an amazing presentation. My question would be more as a summary. What pros and cons of using omnichannel would you define?
For sure, the process that we can customize and route different objects in one place. Also, the process that we do not we assign the work only to that agents that are available, not like to anyone. Plus, like with a traditional model, we have a queue and the agent should go to the queue and assign the agent to themselves manually. Here, we do not need that manual work. And the cons, I think every single agent should go to the Omni supervisor app and select available status. So this should be like a rule or I don't know, the work policy for them to start using it.
I think Yulia, you have a few more slides.
That was already in progress, and the last one are the questions. So that's all from my side.
Okay.
If any other
Okay,
questions, then
any other questions here?
you said you will not give me any questions.
Yeah, at the beginning you mentioned that like this tool is pretty cool and like performance is improved. But have you already like measured how much time you spent before omnichannel that you deployed to prod and after?
We just deployed it yesterday, so not yet.
But do you have a strategy how to calculate it?
Yes, that's first of all, we are going to monitor the agent work object and basically the supervisor, the client supervisor, they already know what was the previous performance and what will be in the vehicle. So thank you. I will give you one more
It
present.
was a Julia husband, so someone will have
That's
some
normal
troubles.
for
at
other
home.
kids.
Okay, we have one more question from our online auditorium. So the question is from Yuri Pinchuk, and it sounds like, what happened with the client cases?
They will go again to the queue and they will wait for other available agent.
Called Yuri,
Got
are
it.
you
Thank you.
satisfied with this answer?
Yeah. And by the way, so like we will have some logs in work items that some cases were declined. If just to check that, right?
Could you please repeat that? I didn't hear it at the beginning.
Yeah, I'm just wondering like how like we can track these declined cases if the same case from some reason was declined a couple of times. We can see it in work items, right?
Yeah, in the Omni channel, there are the specific column, the longest waiting time. So, and that case if some work item are waiting for a very long period of time, it will be, this time will be bigger and bigger, and supervisor should track that situation.
Okay, nice. Thank you.
Any questions? Right.
So thanks for presentation. My question is, could we enhance omnichannel with artificial intelligence?
As far as I know, not right now, but I hope Salesforce will work on it. Yeah. And we have the last present from here.
We have a few more, just
Okay,
in
thank you.
case. Somewhere.
If it's only the one reason to get questions, then we have more.
Okay.
And then thank you. And could you please go to the last screen?
Sure.
So here you can see the QR code. So for giving feedbacks, and feedbacks are welcome. So I think you can like check it from your phone.
Yeah, so guys, just please do a favor for Yulia and share a feedback.
And from
with
there
her.
on go. So then, thank you.
Thank you.